Good morning, everyone. This is Emily, and welcome to your daily 10 minutes of Cafe English. It is Friday, May 15th.
And I am Lisa. Happy Friday, everybody. Emily, finally, Friday morning energy is just a different thing.
Right? Even my coffee tastes better on a Friday. Same beans, somehow.
Yes, like the cup itself knows what day it is.
And honestly, I love a Friday morning because it is that little reset before the weekend starts. You wrap things up, you let some things go.
A small reset. I like that. I had so much going on this week, and today I feel like I am just clearing the desk.
Same, which actually fits today perfectly because every story I have is about something getting a fresh start.
Oh, nice. Okay, walk me through it.
Topic 1. A huge TV show just got renewed for its second season, and the first one hasn't even aired yet.
Wait, before season 1 is out? How does that even work?
That's the wild part. Topic 2. A brand new C-suite job is showing up in boardrooms everywhere, and the jump in 1 year is genuinely surprising.
Ooh, a new executive title. Tell me more later.
Topic 3. Workers in Croatia were renovating a city market, and they accidentally found a Roman grave that's been sitting there untouched for about 2,000 years.
Untouched?
Oh my gosh, that's the kind of discovery I love. Today's keyword is renewal.
Renewal. Okay, that one already feels right for a Friday.
If you're new here, we're 10-minute daily cafe chat. 3 real stories every morning, no textbook, no rush.
Just the kind of English you'd actually use over coffee. Hit subscribe so tomorrow's chat is waiting for you.
Thanks for being here. Let's start with the show that just got the world's earliest yes from a network.
I'm buckled in. Let's go.
Okay, topic 1. HBO Max just officially greenlit season 2 of the new Harry Potter series.
Oh, wait. There is a new Harry Potter series on HBO?
Yes, they are doing a full TV adaptation. Season 1 is the very first book, Philosopher's Stone, and it premieres this Christmas, 2026.
Okay, Christmas Day Harry Potter? That is already a vibe.
Right? But here's the news. They just renewed it for season 2 before season 1 has even aired.
Hold on, so nobody has seen a single episode yet, and they are already saying, make more?
Exactly. In the TV world, that's genuinely unusual. Usually, you wait for the ratings to come in, then you decide.
So this is a huge vote of confidence, like they are that sure about it.
Very much so. And season 2 will adapt Chamber of Secrets, the second book. Filming starts this fall.
Oh, wow. They're already heading into production. That's fast.
And the whole plan is even bigger. The series is going to run for 7 seasons total, 1 book.
All 7 books? So this is basically a 10-year project?
About a decade, yes. That's the scale they're committing to.
Okay, that's no longer a TV show. That's a whole career arc for everyone involved.
Right? Especially for the young lead. They cast a kid named Dominic McLaughlin as Harry, and he's basically growing up on screen.
Oh, the actor literally ages with the role. That is so cool.
And to keep the show steady over that long, the showrunner is already bringing in a co-showrunner for season 2.
So she's locking in the future of the show now while everything is still fresh.
Exactly. She said something like, bringing in a partner is the key to keeping momentum.
I love that phrase, keeping momentum.
That's such a smart, calm way to plan. It is. Honestly, what got me is the word renewal itself. In TV, when a show gets a second season, that's literally called a renewal.
Oh, so the word fits the news perfectly.
And this one is an early renewal. That's the industry term for renewing a show way ahead of schedule.
An early renewal. Okay, that's a phrase I'm stealing for my own life.
All right, topic 2. There is a new executive job showing up on company boards everywhere. It is called the Chief AI Officer, or CAIO.
Chief AI Officer. Oh, that is such a 2026 job title.
Right? And the speed of this change is the wild part. An IBM study looked at over 2,000 organizations. In 2025, only 26% of them had a CAIO.
Okay, 26%, that is already a real number.
Right? But check this. In 2026, that number jumped to 76%.
Wait, 26 to 76 in 1 year?
1 year. A 50-point jump in a single year.
That is not a trend, that is a stampede.
Pretty much. And it's showing up at really big institutions too. HSBC, the bank, just appointed one. Lloyd's Banking Group also brought one in.
Oh, so the banks are moving first. That actually makes sense. They have a lot of rules to follow, so they need someone owning the AI side.
Exactly. And the job itself is interesting because it's not the same as the other tech executives we already know.
Right, like a CIO, a CTO, a CDO. We already have a whole alphabet up there.
We do, but the CIO usually handles infrastructure. The CTO handles innovation. The CDO handles data. The CAIO is specifically about how AI changes how the whole company actually works, makes decisions, and gets things done.
Oh, so it's less about the technology itself and more about applying it across the business.
Exactly. An IBM executive put it as how AI is applied across the enterprise to change work, decisions, and execution.
That's a big remit. It's basically helping the whole company think differently.
And here's the most interesting number in the whole study. Researchers asked what the biggest barrier to AI adoption was. 93.2% of respondents pointed to cultural challenges, not the tech.
93% said culture. So the hard part isn't the AI itself, it's the humans around it.
That's the heart of why this role exists. The tools are ready, the people and the habits inside the company are the actual bottleneck.
Honestly, that tracks. New tool, same old meetings, same old approval chains. Nothing changes.
Right, so the CAIO basically owns the renewal of how the company operates around AI.
I like that framing. It's not the AI person, it's the renewal person.
Well, one thing to note, not everyone is convinced this role will stay. A Gartner analyst said he doesn't expect it to go fully mainstream long term. It might be a transitional role.
So, like, helpful right now, but maybe in 5 years the work folds back into the regular C-suite.
That's the debate. Permanent seat or transitional bridge. Either way, this year, the chair is filling up fast.
Honestly, I would take the seat while it's hot.
Okay, last story, and this one is a complete change of pace. Workers in Croatia were renovating a city market, and they accidentally uncovered a Roman grave.
Oh my gosh, so they are just digging up the market and surprise, ancient grave?
Pretty much. The town is called Vinkovic in eastern Croatia. It happens to sit on top of an old Roman colony called Colonia Aurelia Cibele.
Wait, a Roman colony? So the whole town is on top of an ancient city?
Exactly. So whenever something gets dug up there, the ancient stuff is right under the surface.
I love that. The grocery store of today sitting on the city of 2,000 years ago.
Right? And what they found is what makes this special. They uncovered a necropolis, a Roman cemetery with multiple graves.
A whole necropolis under the market? That alone would be huge.
But here is the part that makes this rare. Most of the graves they found had been damaged or robbed over the centuries.
Yeah, that's what usually happens, right? People dig things up, things get moved.
Exactly. But one grave was completely intact. A brick-built grave, fully sealed, never touched.
Never touched?
Oh, wow. So nobody has opened that since the day it was sealed? Nobody. Inside, they found a man, about 40 to 45 years old, with the skeleton beautifully preserved. 40 to 45. Honestly, that hits a little. That's a real person, a real life. It does. And next to him, just a few items. A piece of iron by his right foot, a small bronze fragment on his right shoulder.
That's it?
Just 2 small things? Just those. The lead archaeologist on the project actually noted that the grave was built really carefully, but the man was buried with very few items.
Oh, interesting. So the grave itself was made with care, but he didn't take much with him.
Right, which tells you something either about his social class or just the customs of the time.
That mismatch is so human, though. Someone loved this man enough to build him a brick grave, but only put 2 small things in with him.
And in the other damaged graves nearby, they found other Roman artifacts. Glass tear bottles, for example. Small glass containers that mourners filled with tears and buried with the dead.
Wait, tear bottles? That's the most beautiful and the most heartbreaking thing I've heard all week.
It is, right? You cry, you save the tears in a tiny glass bottle, you bury them with the person.
Oh, I'm going to be thinking about that all day. 2,000 years later, that gesture still makes total sense.
It really does. And this all came out because the city is being renewed, the market is being rebuilt. The renewal above ground pulled the past back into the light.
Wow, the word fits this story almost too perfectly.
Okay, looking back at today. A TV series getting renewed for Season 2 before Season 1 even airs. A brand new executive role going from 26 to 76% in a single year. And a Roman grave coming back into the light because a city decided to rebuild its market.
That is a beautiful set, actually. All 3 are versions of the same idea, just on totally different scales.
Which brings us right back to today's key word, renewal.
Renewal. It's such a calm word for what it actually means.
It is. The core meaning is making something new again, bringing it back, refreshing it, extending it.
Right, and you can use it everywhere. A passport renewal, a gym membership renewal, a contract renewal.
Exactly. And in our stories today, it covered everything from a TV deal to a whole company's way of working to a literal city being rebuilt on top of its own past.
Same word, 3 very different sizes.
That's what I love about it. You can say lease renewal on a Tuesday and personal renewal when you mean a fresh chapter in life.
Ooh, personal renewal. I want to start using that one.
Try it. I'm in a season of renewal. Instant Friday energy.
Okay, that's going on my next coffee shop chat.
All right, here's today's question. A, B, or C? Which one feels most like you right now?
Ooh, options. Hit me.
A, you want to aim for a brand new AI-focused career path, like a future CAIO. B, you want to double down on a different expertise that AI can't fully copy. C, honestly, neither one of those feels right for you.
Ooh, this is a real one. Let me think. Honestly, I'm leaning B. I like the idea of going deep on something only I can do.
That fits you so well. I think I'm between A and B, but probably A. I find the new role kind of fascinating.
Yeah, that's very you. Always curious about the next thing.
Let us know your A, B, or C in the comments. We read every single one.
And if today's chat gave your Friday a little lift, hit subscribe so tomorrow's is ready for you.
Thanks for spending these 10 minutes with us. Have a soft, easy Friday.
See you tomorrow, everyone.